tracking this and we all know that the UNC led administration would have openly supported Trump. But you want to know where I'm going with this? Because it is very disrespectful to the highest order. And we, Trinidad and Tobago, must reject every attempt to this engineering race war that they're trying to create here in this country. Now, this is the picture with the Honorable Penelope Beckers here. Now, they could have put anything else. They could have put she to resemble anything else. But the playing into Trump playbook. That is what they're doing. So let me go in to the politics that is beyond our shores here. Let me.
Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. Settle in for this one, folks, because he's just reminded the country who he really is. And this time, even some of his hardcore supporters can't bring themselves to defend him. Because late last night, on Trump's social media account, he reposted a vile and racist video that depicted our nation's first black president and first lady as apes. It is an unambiguous play on one of the oldest country's oldest and most tired, let me tell you how tired it is, racist tropes. At first, the Trump administration did what they always do, defend the president and attack the press. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement to reporters, quote, "This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public." Quick note for the press secretary, there are no apes in The Lion King. And the backlash to Trump's post was swift and severe, especially from House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries.
This disgusting video posted by the so-called president was done intentionally. Donald Trump and his vile, racist, and malignant behavior. This guy is an unhinged bottom feeder. President Obama and Michelle Obama are brilliant, caring, and patriotic Americans. They represent the best of this country. It's time for John Thune, Mike Johnson, and Republicans to denounce this serial fraudster who's sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue pretending to be the President of the United States.
But this time, Trump's racism was so overt, it was even too much for some of his own party. We saw multiple Republican lawmakers condemn the post. Some of them even called on Trump to apologize. Here's what Senator Tim Scott posted. Quote, praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The president should remove it, end quote. Praying it was fake? Before this tweet, surely the senator was well aware of the exonerated five, the birther conspiracy, the Muslim ban, shithole countries. All of that fake? I could go on, but so could you. But none of those Republican members of Congress who sent out a tweet today had enough courage to say what this three-time Trump voter told C-SPAN.
I am a registered Republican, voted for the president, supported him, but I really want to apologize. I mean, I'm looking at this awful picture of the Obamas. What an embarrassment to our country. All this man does is tell lies. He is not worthy of the presidency. He takes bribes blatantly, and now he's being a racist blatantly. He's pathetic as a president, and I just want to apologize to everybody in the country for supporting this rotten man.
And to note, the president left that racist post up for 12 hours. But then he finally took it down. Then the White House tried to claim that an unnamed staffer was responsible for the post. Now, I don't know what's more insulting, that they thought we would believe that Trump didn't post it, or that they thought we would be comforted by a random staffer posting from the president's social media account at 11:44 p.m. Even Fox News felt the need to press Trump's White House press secretary about the president's response to all of this.
It's not just Democrats. There are Republican senators, Pete Ricketts, others saying, look, we understand it was us, but the president should just come out and apologize for it and say, look, this was a mistake. Sorry if it offended anyone. Why not?
Well, look, I won't get ahead of the president, Laura, and he may be speaking with the press later today.
Okay. She doesn't want to get ahead of the president. Well, moments later, Trump had the opportunity to apologize. And this is what he said.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake.
What mistake? He didn't make a mistake. The president also claimed he simply did not see the racist part of that video before it was posted in his name. Folks, I don't know about you. I don't believe him. Remember, Trump left that post up for 12 hours. The White House even defended it as a harmless parody of The Lion King. They knew, and so did he. And look, it's all profoundly disheartening. There's no doubt about that. Not that Trump posted it, but that he thought he could post it in an America that would accept it. Folks, that says everything about where this man thinks America is and what he thinks especially about black men and women. So yes, there is a lot I could say about Donald Trump. But this moment is so much deeper than him. And today I found myself thinking about my own childhood, growing up right here in Washington, D.C. I found myself thinking about the time when my mom and dad couldn't take me to certain parts of this city, certain parks in this city, or shop at certain stores in this city. And today, like so many Americans out there, Donald Trump brought that all back. We got to relive it. We got to relive that time. It feels so foreign, but it's really real. And so today, like many of the folks who grew up with me in this town and many folks around the country during that time, we're reliving it, my own childhood. And that's being projected on me and countless other Americans by the sitting president of the United States.
it had to have a cutoff point somewhere. Because this thing is not a joke again. Imagine what they think about the leader of the opposition of Trinidad and Tobago. We must understand the narrative that is being painted here concerning this petition. You see in America, they ain't taking this thing just so. It's not a joke and fun for them. Because everybody know the period that black people went through. And we are seeing an engineered race war that they're always trying to bait in Trinidad and Tobago. We criticize the Prime Minister on the nonsense that she's doing. The next set of people coming up and saying, hey, I mean, gishy sometime to do what? Nah, man, we taking this thing overboard, boy. Overboard. And then some dunce is going to come and say, yeah, what's going on? I mean, that is supporter, come on. If the head reckless, what you think for the rest of the body? What you think the rest of the people is going to get on? How they going to get on? Man, I not coming here to defend no PNM. I come in to defend somebody that is akin to my race. And if Penelope Beckles is the leader of the opposition, and this is what the supporters of the UNC is putting up on social media, imagine what they think about it. So we come here, we throw up a pity because we didn't see no accountability. Yesterday we would have had a program based on the factor with the independent senators. And there are people within this country that they feel they get away because they make a statement outside parliament. So when the independent senators and the senators of the PNM would have moved a motion in the parliament, Wade Mark shoot it down, and the Prime Minister feel that she get away. And a very important point would have made concerning that. So I could go back on the last program that we would have had last night, where Victor Roberts would have taken the necessary time to explain this thing in full. But we will leave that right there. Or you can take this and use it to call sedition if you want. I reached a point that I really don't care. That's the point I reached to. Because the waiting for every little thing that you say that is off, this is sedition here. We go lock him up. We go lock she up. I is a law-abiding citizen. And what I mean, and just because they just to get the monkey off my back, there is legal precaution that could be taken against the Prime Minister of this country for the allegation that she would have placed in the public domain and then say nothing about it. I know there are many distractions. Barry on the stage was a distraction. Philip Edward Alexander going to break down a man wall, that too is a distraction. Because there are many important things that is taking place within this country. For them type of nonsense to continue, we would have just witnessed the police force murdered a man in cold blood. And you ain't seeing what on the road, little children going out all before the parliament and calling Let me fix this thing here. I want to be able to hit it good. Little children going all over and protest because you cannot tell them what they did not see, what they would have seen. You can't tell them, hey, I didn't see that again. So they would have made it their duty to go outside there and protest, and trust me, thumbs up for that. I wish some of you, the older ones, could go outside there and do the same thing, because we are seeing right now, this day, that the Prime Minister of this country, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, is at the center of a conspiracy to bring the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago into odium and disrepute. You can't tell me at the end of the day, 9 independent senators, and up to now, nothing. We are human rights lawyers all over. We are lawyers that line the bench of the UNC. We have chief justices. We have the attorney general that sworn an oath to you to protect this constitution, and nothing coming out of this. Boy, you have to be crazy, yes? Boy, you have to be crazy. And coming back to this racist pitié that they have before me here, to label a black woman as a ape. One of the people, and watch me, Penelope Beckles own one of the highest office in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is what the supporters of the UNC is.
Get a job.
For a party that has had in its manifesto for quite some time that one of the things you'll want to work on is creating a wider job market and getting jobs for younger people, you all are not doing a very good job.
Because someone else got that job because they have a daddy and they have the connections. Election day is for the mother walking the aisles of the grocery store with her children and with a pen and a pencil or a calculator in her hand, because the food prices keep rising and she has to keep a tab on what she can buy. When a child picks up a snack, that mother must not have to tell that child, put it back, because she cannot afford it. Everybody deserves an equal chance.
Former CPAC workers say they remain in limbo following the termination of over 300 contracts due to alleged irregularities. And while they support an audit, they wanted to know when they will be rehired.
Everybody deserves an equal chance.
Landlord coming by the door. Landlord knocking on your door. You can't afford to pay rent. They're putting all your stuff at the side of the road. That is embarrassment. As you now said, the pending investigation, we will get rehired. We can't say, landlord, we're going to get rehired. You could wait a month or 2 or 3. How long is that?
Election day is for the mother walking the aisles of the grocery store with her children and with a pen and a pencil or a calculator in her hand.
Former CPAC workers say they remain in limbo following the termination of over 300 contracts.
markings, demarcations, like what we witness here in this picture. We must see it as something racist, and we must put it to rest. This is not a culture for that. This Trinidad and Tobago too small to be promoting this level of racism within our country. Thousands of people would have witnessed and living the lies of the UNC after April 28th because we give them a chance. And the lie, it don't know if, no but, no maybe. But right now, you have to be careful, because not only they're trying to distract the general public from the blunder of the Prime Minister when she would have inculcated these 9 independent senators and would have told you, the public, that they would have been engaging into soliciting favors or bribes. We see soon after Barry Potter had mount a platform and started call out Jolene John Job, yeah, Jolene hiding all kind of thing. But that is a distraction. The human rights violation where the police would have murdered a young man in the view of the national community. We all see it. Nobody can hide behind no rock again concerning that. We all see it. And it's games. You see, Trinidad and Tobago, Kamala is hoping that we give up. Kamala Prasad Bisesa is hoping that we tire. That when she pelt these stray bullets into the crowd, to the public, that we scatter and we run and we hide. The lock up Olive Jack, the lock up the next girl, Kim Cole, we chase the Shan case, and we had that dunce Minister of Homeland Security coming out with the public domain and talking rubbish. And then we have Michelle Benjamin on the next side. without fear or favor to the people of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. If we do not come together, yes, we know. Yes, we know you're trying to shut down the TikTok. If we do not come together and close the service of the Prime Minister of this country, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, and this government will be fighting race till the year 3000. And if that means demonstrating, if that means taking legal action, then so be it. It's the games. I want you to know what's going on, because a lot of you doesn't pay attention to what is taking place within the public domain. I want you to understand what is taking place outside here. Now today I would have watched a clipping that somebody would have sent.
Pay attention to what is going on in your constituency. And not some parts of Tenapuna, the purchases and the residents, and see what's going on. See what's going on. Focus on that. That is terrible. I don't know where it's happening again, but I don't think it happened nowhere like that. It have crime in different constituency, but not in that level of what you've seen in Bamboo Trace. It's only just so you get a call and somebody get gone down again, Who's next? Who's next? The gangs have taken over, and the gangs have been able to infiltrate a strong police presence. So that is why the police who connected with the members, that when they seize items to go and sell it, to go and sell a kilo, to go and sell marijuana, it happens. Imagine Gary Griffith. Gary Griffith could come out and tell you. Imagine former commissioner of police come out and said that you have to be careful because he know how things can run. He in this dance, I don't know if we could get back this video, that he in this dance and he know how things can run. He know how things can run and he can put a gun in your hand. And the police can put a gun in your hand. He said he know how it goes. Imagine the former commissioner of police said that. He know how it goes. You remember when we were investigating the Joshua Samaru case? He know how it goes. And he said it. I'm trying to get the video.
So Trinidad and Tobago. Clip number 1. Now, we had to be very...
I don't want to state based on what happened, because you're going to hear eventually that I know how these things work. They're going to state that the female had a firearm and she was firing at the police. Granted, if you look at the vehicle, the back window was, it couldn't be through the front.
So any former commissioner of police can say he know the thing that's go. Everybody know the thing that's go. And that's why when people trust me for everybody vex, they like to go by Ian Allen We'll kill all your father, go by ENL and this and that. That's a serious thing. There's an entire community under siege. Nobody, once you are a citizen of this country, you have all right to walk anywhere. You should not be killed if you walk in a particular area. You shouldn't be dragged out of your car and beaten and your car mashed up because you're a taxi driver and you're transporting the elderly out of an area. You shouldn't be getting up and living in fear to go and make a daily bread. How that is possible?
How that is possible, Trinidad and Tobago? How that is possible? I want you to remember something, you know, because there are many of you that has go underneath hype here in this country.
I, Kamala Prasad Bisasa, swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago and will uphold the Constitution, this Constitution, and the law. And I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as Prime Minister and to do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. I do swear by this Constitution. Election day is for the people who worked hard to get qualified, but still sit at home depressed because he or she cannot get a job.
For a party that has had in its manifesto for quite some time that one of the things you'll want to work on is creating a wider job market and getting jobs for younger people, you're not doing a very good job.
Because someone else got that job because they have a daddy and they have the connections. Election day is for the mother walking the aisles of the grocery store with her children and with a pen and a pencil or a calculator in her hand because the food prices keep rising and she has to keep a tab on what she can buy. When a child picks up a snack, that mother must not have to tell that child, put it back, because she cannot afford it. Everybody deserves an equal chance.
Former CPEC workers say they remain in limbo following the termination of over 300 contracts due to alleged irregularities. And while they support an audit, they wanted to know when they will be rehired.
Everybody deserves an equal chance.
not by sadness. At this point in time, that the UNC could do no wrong in the eyes of their supporters, wrong or right. Here it is. We would have lived through the experience of Venezuela, where we would have seen the US blowing up boats in the sea, killing tens and 20s and 30s, a lot of people, over 100. And we support that. And when I say we, the Prime Minister of this country, here it is. We see our police, the police force. I could accept the factor that they operate with a high level of fear, but accept your wrongdoings. My God, we see it. If we didn't see it, you could have go ahead and lie. But something like this would have hit the public. We see it. Accept it. That could be any one of us. Oh God, take out all your political hat. A young man would have surrendered to the police and put his hands up. Any one of you that outside here, whether you support the UNC or not, you could be as black as night. That what it did to the opposition leader. A woman that holds the highest office of the land is wrong. A woman that don't trouble nobody. And this is what are you gonna do? Or you're real different. All because or you support Trump, or you have no boundaries, or so to all my avid supporters, to everybody that is here, that is watching, we will be coming here with commentary from time to time. And I urge you, there are many of us, there are a massive team of us that are amalgamating ourselves on the ground. And this country, we must fire Kamala Persad-Bissessar. We must call for a resignation of Kamala Persad-Bissessar government. They are divided us more than anything else in this country. Philip Edward Alexander, by now, he should be given a gag order. But, a matter of fact, let me show you how serious it is and how thing it is. Doesn't want to go these lengths, But or you playing the nasty game too. Or you playing the nasty game, so I have to come with it for you to understand. For you to understand how serious this thing is. this man, eh?
Social media bigger than their social media, and the public getting the information. That's why nobody turning out for this stupid protest. Because the country knows.
I don't agree with that.
But I'm telling you, on social media, our social media bigger than their social media, and the public getting the information. That's why nobody turning out for this stupid protest. Because the country knows.
I don't agree with that.
Constitutional rights.
Justice for Kaya! Justice for all of us! Justice for all of us! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! Guevara must go! Guevara must go! Guevara must go! Guevara must go! Alexander must go! Alexander must go! Alexander must go! Alexander must go! Justice for Joshua! Justice for Joshua! Justice for Kaya! Justice for Kaya! Justice for all of us! Justice for all of us! Shame on the TTPS! Shame on the TTPS! Shame on the TTPS! Shame on the TTPS! Guevara must go! Guevara
Commission and complained about it. We warned this country there was going to be blood. And the Service Commission did nothing.
68 or you type up on the website, there's going to be a time that they're going to shut me down. And I want you to know where to find us. Type it up, save it in your phone. Save the number 333-2176. Reach out. There is strength in numbers. The Father said where 2 and 3 is gathered, He is in the midst. So no longer we must allow the sting of this government to frighten us. There was a time that when we were slaves, the sting of the whip used to have us moving like robots until one of them jump up and say, hey, there is more of us to them. And Indians and Creole alike, let us unite underneath one banner. There is one Prime Minister, there is one President, and there is one opposition leader. And day one, as Kamala Prasad Bisesa win the election, she tried to whitewash, wipe out the opposition, our only defense constitutionally. So it has been a mission ever since for you to blindside your mind as to that reality. When we would have stormed the doorsteps of the UNC when the PNM was lighting fire underneath we bottom, now we must do the same thing. Deep down into the future. My name is Wellison Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform, and we are broadcasting live on the Workers' Rights Network. And Trinidad and Tobago, thanks for watching. Thanks for being on this broadcast here. To the many of you that would have joined us on YouTube, good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon, Slimy. Yes, good afternoon. Radical emotion on display. Yes, radical emotion on display. True. Yes, we working. T-shirts will be so. Yes, T-shirts will be soon. Yes, T-shirts. Yes, Slimy. Thanks, I'm thinking. Mr. Rima. Yes, we will put him. Yeah, there are matter that will be put before the court and true. Thanks for watching. You know, you is a person always welcome to this broadcast. And to the wider public, the picture that you would have seen there is one with Donald Trump and one with the racist facet of the UNC in Trinidad. Put together one with Penelope Beckles. And this woman, this two-tongued snake that come and swear to the people of Trinidad and Tobago to hold the Constitution close. That nasty snake.
I, Kamala Bisesa,
Yeah, she.
swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago and will uphold the Constitution, this Constitution, and the law. And I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge my duties as Prime Minister and to do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. I do swear by this Constitution.
Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. Settle in for this one, folks. Because he's just reminded the country who he really is. And this time, even some of his hardcore supporters can't bring themselves to defend him. Because late last night, on Trump's social media account, he reposted a vile and racist video that depicted our nation's first black president and first lady as apes. It is an unambiguous play on one of the oldest country's oldest and most tired, let me tell you how tired it is, racist tropes. At first, the Trump administration did what they always do, defend the president and attack the press. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement to reporters, quote, "This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public." Quick note for the press secretary, there are no apes in The Lion King. And the backlash to Trump's post was swift and severe, especially from House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries.
This disgusting video posted by the so-called president was done intentionally. Donald Trump and his vile, racist, and malignant behavior. This guy is an unhinged bottom feeder. President Obama and Michelle Obama are brilliant, caring, and patriotic Americans. They represent the best of this country. It's time for John Thune, Mike Johnson, and Republicans to denounce this serial fraudster who's sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue pretending to be the President of the United States.
But this time, Trump's racism was so overt, it was even too much for some of his own party. We saw multiple Republican lawmakers condemn the post. Some of them even called on Trump to apologize. Here's what Senator Tim Scott posted, quote, "Praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen."
So, Trinidad and Tobago, if we do anything, call on the opposition. She must. The supporters, we must not allow this in our country. Don't let this get away. They need to apologize. Penelope Beckles is the first opposition leader that is a woman. I mean, not the first opposition leader, the first leader of the PNM that is a woman. Historical within its sense. And watch.
One old man shout out, fellas, give me your attention.
Penelope Beckles, keep strong.
No election.
keep
You see,
strong.
they're sitting and they're planning to make a decision. So she called out Shilaga, who the old FIFA wanted man. She said, call the trade union, let we start negotiations. And we could call out a big sale and we go buy out some Africans. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying Africans. Sing the thing. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying Africans. She don't have all she chance and she the honor rhymes. No, what she need is some slave names, man, some big strong Africans. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying good or bad. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. Jamaica and Trinidad. Somebody pinch me. Hey! UNC sitting and they're waiting patiently. With about 16 safe seats, they don't win that already. The woman said, I have my people, and they are born UNCs. Now all I need is some Africans who got their names out of slavery. She said that she here, they're really selling cheap. And she could buy them very cheap, 500 and a jersey. A lot of people will cry when she's finished with CPEP. Because she is not holding back them P&M have nothing to get. She said it's party before country, all you never, never forget. She will care for her people and she have no blasted regret. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying Africans. She buying Africans for sale, for sale. Listen, we buying Africans. She said we like crab in a barrel. We pulling each other down. But I want their votes, so I jam them the winning song. And so they know it. Africans when you wins, everybody wins. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. Jamaica and Trinidad. Hey, who called me? And what is verse law, right? Black minds in Tobago, she's working on them with ease. But she's not afraid because monkeys say cool breeze. She said the last time she was easy, this time there is no room for mistakes. Cause when she's done with Tobago, it's either they make or break. She has her eyes on Moruga, especially Samuel Cooper. They got a lot of P&M houses, but none of them can remember. She's buying some in 6 company because they're nice, they're bad and they're trim. Their ancestors came from Africa and all of them is Americans. She passed through 5 company and she bunks up Madingo. Well, boy, she makes she name cause she gets Africans. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. Listen this. We buying Africa. Dog Faisabad was pretty Siroja with her reading the cemetery. He said I'm waiting for refinery point. That man had to be crazy. What? Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying good or bad. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. Tobago and Trinidad. I never meet too commercial man so. She said my people are loyal, they don't vote for other parties. But them P&M people just show them some money, staggered roti. She said I have my safe seats in the safe hands of Caroni. She go on to St. Couva, straight down to St. Paris. She said I love my people, for 10 years we out in the rain. But when I get back in there, things will never be the same. To all of my people, you must get your rightful place. And I don't care who's sitting there and think I am talking race. You all wanna know what's hurting me? You see that, Dr. Rowley? We don't hide up all we money, the damn man change the currency. Hey! Africans for sale, hey, for sale, hey, for sale. Hey. We buying African. Kid them. Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying African. They bought out PSA. They got them for 10%. Now they could beat the chest and laugh because they know it's money well spent. All your love, all your Africans for sale, for sale, for sale. We buying good.